This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Doug.
I am Greg.
And this is Mike.
Yes, Mike is back. We have Mike.
Howdy.
And there was much rejoicing.
And there was, yay. And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Now, we are part of the Off the Tongue podcast network. You know what I did? I actually went to the website so that I can read. I'm like, I know we've been doing this for a while.
And we've been messing it
And I
up
keep
every
thinking,
week.
I don't remember everybody. But you know, why don't you go to you can Google Off the Tongue network, and it has links to all the shows.
Be
So
careful what you Google there.
Off the Tongue network. If you mistype, I cannot vouch for what will happen. Do not click the images tab. It's all.
Yes.
Just all. Well, we have the Greener Grass podcast, Skate Mansfield, the original Copycats, Pint Pals, Teach a Dummy, and of course, yours truly. That would be us.
That'd be us.
That would be us. How is everybody doing?
My Cup of Tea podcast is not on there yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Do you? Now, my wife made a joke. She's going to get mad about it. So, you guys can barely get this podcast done and out.
True.
I said, well,
Touche.
it's in the works.
Yes.
It's who knows?
Yeah.
Well, we can offer that as a supplement like we offer our Holy Mike's page.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a whole side thing.
Yeah.
Part of the It's Funny subscription. If you get It's Funny Plus, then you get the Cup of Tea podcast. It's not a weekly. It's just
As needed.
maybe a monthly, quarterly, as needed. All right. Well, tonight I got a little happy St. Patrick's Day. When this drops, it comes out on St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day. And
I am not wearing green.
I got you're going to get pinched. You got a little bit of something off the top here. I want to talk about a horrible flight that has happened.
It does sound horrible.
Greg, I think you have another news typo.
Yes. Another news typo.
And then Mike has, I believe it was a buttload of Facebook stuff. I don't know if it was a buttload.
Well, I hope he's not on that airplane.
No, we might. Maybe that was the problem. All right. So like I said, it is, or could be, or was St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
So
At some point.
We hope you have had or will have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Now,
Go pinch someone.
Yes, we talked about St. Patrick's Day on last week's episode, and I said we made a comment about wearing green, and I do know why they wear green, so I was going to just go over that real quick. Now, there are some real reasons where it goes back to like Catholic religion. Okay, I'm going to skip over that and go to the one. Tradition is that supposedly by wearing green, you make yourself invisible to leprechauns, which they like to pinch anyone they can see. Now, they wear green, so I don't know why how they put their clothes on if they can't see you in the green. But
theirs is a special material.
Maybe that's what it is. But that's why it doesn't really go into why they like to pinch everybody. But we did learn last week there are no female leprechauns. So maybe they're getting handsy. They're getting a little frustrated. They get a little handsy with everybody, just grabbing and pinching. So you may want to wear green, or I hope you did wear green or are wearing green.
One of the above.
So anyway, that is why the fun reason that you wear green. Now, there are a bunch of other reasons.
Which used to be blue. I think we figured out, didn't we?
Well, blue was associated color, but that had nothing to do with the leprechauns.
Oh.
You can still wear blue, but
so there were never
pinch
blue-clothed leprechauns.
No. They're going to pinch the crap out of you with blue.
Oh.
They're going to get after you. All right. Well, like I said, there was this story. This happened, probably a week or two ago as of the time that we're recording this, or that you're hearing it. A flight from Chicago had to turn around and make an emergency landing. Now, we've had a lot of these. You're like, oh, man, what is happening? Well, apparently, 11 of the 12 toilets got completely clogged.
Okay, stop
That's
right there.
impressive. I'm impressed.
I did not know an airplane had 12 toilets on it. I thought there were like 2.
Well, this is a long flight, so I think it's probably like a large airplane.
I
And
would
in this
guess.
case, it's a good thing I think that there were 11, at least 11.
And which country
Yes.
do you think they were flying to? This is like a bad joke because you would make this joke in bad taste.
Well, I might have already looked at
You
the
might
story.
have already looked at the story. It was going to India. Now, some people say maybe, Indian food bothers you. Maybe they're just trying to use their toilets before they get to India. I don't know.
Yes.
But yes, 11 of the 12 toilets got completely clogged, and had to return to Chicago. It says here...
They could have done like, who was the singer that dumped his bus out over the Chicago River?
Oh, yeah, that was
Oh,
Dave Matthews.
yeah.
They could have
wasn't it?
flown the
Yeah.
plane over the river and
Dumped
just
it.
dumped it. And
That's a lot, though.
11 toilets worth.
Yeah, and I did look. The flight from Chicago to Greenland, it's only 6 hours. They were only in the air for 6 hours, and they're like, yeah, we're filling them up. Did they not go to the bathroom at all before they left here? I don't know what
I
the
don't know.
capacity of a airplane bathroom is.
Man, I'm 6 hours in. I don't want to turn around.
Yeah. And my curiosity is, what if one person clogged more than one? I mean, how...
Yeah, maybe
how
this guy
crazy would
had a
that
real
be?
problem.
But also, like, what are the... Okay, so 11 of the 12, what are these, like, the narrowest, like, passageways on the toilet possible?
Or it could go the other way. Maybe it was very large objects going into that.
That's true.
That
Boy,
toilet.
that could.
That's true.
I mean, because
What are
those
they serving-
airline toilets, man, you flush them, they'll about suck you down.
So what are we serving on this plane? Are we serving anything?
I don't know. Well, the entire
Could be
flight,
the Indian food. I don't.
the entire flight from Chicago to Delhi, India, where this was going, it's 14 and a half
That's
hours.
a long
So they
flight.
were
No,
6
but
hours
you're almost
in.
halfway there. It's like we got to turn. Can you not land in Greenland? I mean,
I don't know.
That's a good question. Because if we're going all the way back,
Maybe they decide, what's the problem? What's the emergency? We're full of poop. No, we're not taking
well,
you.
yeah, but if you're
I'm
going
sorry,
back
you got to go back.
and you're almost halfway there, why wouldn't you just go the rest of the way? Because
Again, if you were Greenland, would you want somebody coming and just dumping all their poop on you?
well, no, I wouldn't like that. But,
No.
but I'm just saying, you're going to make almost that trip back. Why wouldn't you just complete the trip?
See, now maybe they were upset because Trump has been trying to buy them. They're like, no, you're not coming. No, I'm not going to do that. See, now this may add fuel to now maybe we do need to buy Greenland. So if I'm on a
stopping
plane
place,
full of
yeah.
poop, I need it to land. I don't want to turn around and fly 6 hours back. That puppy needs to land and we need to dump this poop.
Yeah,
I can't do this.
I wonder at what point they made the call to turn around. They're like, you know what? Pull the plug. We got to go back.
It's really
We can't
smelling
make
in
it.
here.
Yeah, it's like we can't make it.
Can someone open a window?
Like you said, 11 of 12 is impressive.
That's-
How do they start? Like, oh, this one's full. This one's full. Don't they start saying, okay, listen, everybody's got to just calm down. We need to start sitting on a cork or something here.
And when at that point, most people have done the damage already.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 11 of these are out of commission. How many of you have contributed to this? Like, are we done yet? Like,
Well,
can
there was 300 passengers, so I don't know. I don't know. It was full.
maybe they looked at the numbers and be like, look, if 11 people have already done this much damage,
Yeah.
we can't sustain the rest.
It said the only toilet available for all 300 passengers was one in business class. So they had to turn around 5 hours into the trip and head back to Chicago.
The pilots just said, we're going to fly at 5,000 feet all the way back. Pop that side hatch. Let it blow off. Maybe we'll get one of those deflective planes that the doors fly off.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah, this was Air India. They flew out of Chicago and had to turn around because they are full of crap. That's a bad way to go. Now, we've had other flight stories where there actually was poop on the floor.
Yes.
It overflowed a toilet.
Yeah.
One person had explosive diarrhea down the entire plane where they actually had to rip the carpet out. I think the clogged toilet is still the best scenario out of those three because it's still in the system. I guess it didn't say it was anywhere else. I don't want it in. I don't want it in the cabin with me.
I just heard my daughter saying that her husband, my son-in-law, is on his way back from a business trip tonight, like while we're here on this. And I guess he has a sick passenger next to him.
Oh.
Megan said he is going to be sleeping somewhere else tonight.
Okay. Would you rather have a sick passenger next to you or a screaming baby? I got to go baby.
I'd go baby.
It
I don't want
depends
to
on
sick.
what they mean by sick. What's wrong with him?
I need to find out. She was saying up there. I think there may have been some stomach issues.
I don't want to mess with stomach issues.
No.
I don't want it.
There was a flight about a week ago, I read, where somebody was flying a long flight and the woman next to them died and they just had to fly. It was like a international flight and they had to fly hours with this person. Would that bother you?
Yes.
Yes, that would bother
See,
me.
to me, it's like they're going to be quiet. They're not going to be buzzing. They're not going to be asking me to get up so they can go to the bathroom.
Put some earbuds in them and just.
It's just
I
the
think
fact-
I've got the elbow room now. I've got the whole seat going.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna every time he's a little tilt, he's gonna lean over on you. He's gonna fall over, and you're gonna have to push him back.
It was
Then
I
he's gonna
think it was a
fall.
woman.
Oh, she.
It's the fact that she's dead. I just can't get
I
past
think
it.
you
Yeah,
could duct tape her to the seat and she
Oh.
wouldn't go back and forth. She doesn't care.
I don't want her next to me though.
I would do
I
it
don't either.
respectfully.
I really don't want her on the plane.
Well, I don't want her next to me. I'm just saying, out of all the scenarios, I don't think that's the worst scenario.
Did you
Over
say
a
baby
si- a-
versus a dead person? Though?
Let's say a sick person with like stomach issues or a dead person.
I'm taking the dead person.
See,
Well,
it doesn't
in
sound
that
so
case-
bad now, does it?
Not proud of it, but I'm taking it in that scenario.
You got to do what's best for your travel. Now, I'm not saying you want it. I'm saying, yeah, I got to take it.
Yeah,
I got to go with
yeah.
the dead person.
I'm hoping that they died of something that can't be
Well,
transmitted to me.
this is very true.
Or that some
Ebola.
zombie.
Ah.
I'd be afraid that it's like an hour into a 12-hour flight, and then this is the start of the zombie apocalypse or something, and it's me next to the person. That's what I'd be afraid of.
Yeah. How much decomposing can happen on a 12-hour flight? Is that?
Probably more than you think.
Yeah, more than I would want. More than I would want. See, I'm thinking, would the airline comp you something? Because it's not their fault either.
You can have that person's frequent flyer miles.
They willed those to somebody else, probably. No, I don't.
Maybe.
You probably can't transfer them.
Yeah,
Sure, there's the
non-transferable.
small writing that you can't read. There's
Well,
all
there'll be
kinds
an
of
extra meal
stipulations.
for you tonight too, if you'd like an extra
This
meal.
is true. What did she have? Can I have hers?
Well, she had the fish.
Yeah, I had the spaghetti.
Oh, no. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. So I'm all done.
All right. Well, I'm going to quick. Last week I introduced. I came across a news story that I found that there was a typo, or they didn't spell out put the whole line in there, which gave the story a whole different meaning. So the one last week, and for anybody who didn't listen, was about the guy that got executed in South Carolina for killing his ex-girlfriend's parents with a baseball bat.
Now, I got to be honest, Greg. I thought this was going to be a one-off, as few amount of times that the news media makes mistakes. I figured how much,
Well, especially
how long
with
can you
AI
do?
now, you
how
would
long
think-
can you go with this? I mean, it's going to be hard to find some stories that have problems.
I know. But last week it said, instead of it saying he killed him with a baseball bat, it said he killed him with a baseball.
Yeah, big difference.
Yes. So,
It's a little bit.
little harder to kill someone with a baseball.
Yes, it is.
And unfortunately, both of these stories are somewhat tragic. You had the parents getting killed last week. Well, this week, I'm sure you've seen the story about the young girl in the Dominican Republic on spring break that disappeared.
Yeah, awful story.
Yes, they cannot find her. It's sad. And it said, so the story is supposed to be that a Virginia college student vanishes on a Dominican Republic spring break trip. But the headline in bold letters right below the video says, Virginia College vanishes on Dominican Republic spring break trip.
The whole
The whole
college?
college, it's gone.
Jeez.
It's a
that
Virginia
escalated.
college. It's disappeared. It vanished
That escalated
on a spring break trip. First,
Now, would you want to sit next to Virginia College on a plane flight down to the?
and then does it mean all the people from the college, the physical
No, the
college?
whole
I think
campus.
I
It's
like to think it's the
gone.
whole
The
college.
whole campus is just gone.
There's
It was-
just an empty field.
Well, it went on a spring break trip.
What happened to Virginia College? Went on spring break, never came back.
Those buildings have put in a lot of work, Greg.
They have
need
over
a
the
spring
years.
break.
They needed the break, but they vanished without a clue. So I hope, they're putting a lot of effort into finding this young lady, like they should. But I hope they put some effort into finding the school as well. I mean,
Yeah, and I
those
would,
poor kids are going to come back from spring break. Their school's gone.
What are they going to do then?
Yes,
Have
we
to
have
get a
no
job.
college. We have no. we have no college. I'm going to go to a different one.
I think we should get a spring break. I don't think college students should. I think if I've worked at a job for 25 or 30 years, I should get a spring break now.
I agree.
I
Aside
need a break.
from vacation.
Yes, no, this doesn't count for anything. This is just, I get to go down to some beach and just go crazy. I'm going to run around in my Speedo and eat snow cones. I don't know why snow cones, but still.
Is that a thing?
It sounds like something wild, man. I'm eating snow cones.
I've never equated that with wild.
That's how sad my life is. That's what I would consider an exciting spring break. What'd you do? I ran around my Speedo and ate snow cones. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what my, debaucherous thing would be. I don't think it'd be snow cones. I don't know what it'd be. I mean, you wouldn't want to go with your standard, Reese's holiday because it would melt down there. You're out running around
Greg's
the
would
beach
start,
with it.
well, now nobody wants a paddling, but.
So anyways, that's story number 2. So I have a feeling I'm going to be able to find more of these. Like you said, I don't understand it with the crack journalism that we
The
have.
news teams that are out there that are just on the ball.
Yeah.
They don't make mistakes.
I would think they'd be using AI more, and AI wouldn't make a mistake, but maybe they got the cheap
Maybe
AI,
they are
idiot
using
AI.
and AI is doing it to make you think it's a person.
Oh, it could be.
They're trying to disguise it now.
Yes, I'm going to be like the
It's
journalist
kind
of
of like
old.
when if you would cheat in school, you don't want to get 100%.
True.
You got to throw a couple, especially if you're normally getting C's and D. You can't go 100%.
No, you can't go A's when you've been getting.
Yeah, you got to go high B at that point.
Yeah.
Even an A would be suspicious. You got a 90, Doug? 96?
A Midland B would probably be your best
96.
bet.
Yeah, I think you're going to go with like a 90.
Yeah, because the teacher might say
give it a high
on a
B.
fluke, yeah, he did it.
Yeah, he could have been studying.
Yeah.
He got a B plus, so yeah.
He tried.
I can see that.
Maybe.
Good job on the effort.
Yeah.
All right, are we going to move on to
Let's
Facebook?
go to Facebook.
All right, we're going to go to Facebook.
Facebook
I
fun.
actually have a couple. Let me get to them here. Sorry. So yeah, we're going to go over, we do this periodically where we have Facebook stories that just seem a little weird or have weird.
And by Facebook, it could be social media of any kind.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be Facebook.
Mine happen to both be
We
Facebook.
just generically
this
say
week.
Facebook because we're old. We got
Well,
on the Facebook and saw
Yes,
this.
the
Facebook lends
Facebook.
itself pretty well
It
to
does.
these type of things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so my first one, somebody on the official Mortonites page posted, looking forward to it.
It's just a black screen. It's just
I
black.
have no idea what they're looking
It
forward
could
to.
be night.
And there are 2 exclamation points. So they are really looking forward to it
Or maybe the warm embrace of death.
on a plane.
I'm looking forward to the big sleep.
was
Come
actually-
on, Comet.
It was their flight to India. They were very excited for it.
Yes. Now the next one is one of our standard wrong background on what
yeah.
they're saying. So this person said, ISO in search of good but cheap plumber.
Okay.
My sewer line is frozen.
Ooh.
And she's laying in a field of green with a flower, and it looks like a prison top.
See, I'm going to use that one or the cake whenever I post the flight had to turn around because it's full of crap. Happy birthday! Like, no, that is not the one.
Yeah, she's laying in a field of green with flowers around her, sniffing a rose, wearing a
think you're
shirt that
sniffing a
looks
rose.
like either a prison outfit or a referee outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Black, white stripes, I don't know. So just can't get those backgrounds straight. They need to work on that. So
And what gets me is like Facebook has a litany of backgrounds. Like we've seen random avocado ones. We've seen the happy birthday ones. Now there's ones where your avatar or your little person can do different things. It's like, I think Facebook is trying to get people to look ridiculous like with these posts. I think
anything,
it's an
put
intentional
something
thing.
plumbing related, a pipe,
A wrench, maybe?
a wrench. Yeah. I mean,
Something.
A
something.
toolbox. I don't know.
A pipe with ice on it. Frozen pipe. My pipe's frozen. I don't know. Anyways, that's my 2.
All right. Well, I've got a bunch here.
Mike's got a plethora.
So first, okay. So can you guys see them okay?
I think I've
For
got
me,
his-
they were having
I'm
issues
trying.
opening.
Was that
but
your first one? No. Okay. Hold on. Let me get them here.
For me, they weren't wanting to open, so I just want to make sure we...
I mean, when I open it, it goes first to your...
Yes, that's the first one.
Okay.
That's the first one. So, at one point in time, I had gone to my profile because I wanted to change something on my profile. And I noticed...
I was confused because I thought, oh, this went to your profile.
Well, I noticed something about it that threw me for a second because I've never seen this before. Facebook put a little, thought bubble.
Oh, you didn't put that.
No, this is not me.
It's like it's like you're talking or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thought bubble.
I have a picture of me and my wife as my picture, but it put it over me, and it says, pineapple on pizza? Yes or no? It's like, what?
I thought that you were just asking. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I've never seen this before.
I thought that's what you added.
Is Facebook asking things on my behalf?
It appears so.
I'm confused. So I keep checking back, and it hasn't done anything else for me since then.
Let's say, how would the regular user answer that? I mean,
I don't know how. I don't know
like if
where
I
it came
just
from.
posted on your feed, yes.
Why? Just a why.
Yeah.
Might be like, what the heck? I'm going to do it in. What are these people? Why they get a bunch of Y's and N's?
I'm kind of afraid on what it's going to put next. The pineapple on pizza is safe enough, I guess, but
Gee, I wonder
What's
if mine does
next?
that. I don't even know.
I'm going to have to look at mine too.
Hey, you know what? Mine does.
Does it? What does yours say?
Fave emoji. Question mark.
Save emoji.
Fave. Like your
Oh,
fave
I
emoji.
thought you said save.
I don't have a picture of me, but yeah, fave emoji. Question mark.
see, mine
I
doesn't
don't want.
say anything
I don't like
anymore.
this.
Mine says fave emoji too.
I don't like it.
They duplicated ours.
Mine doesn't say
I didn't get a
anything.
pineapple.
You missed out on the pizza.
I'm just going to put a "Do not answer the question!" exclamation point. People are like, "What's he talking about?"
I want to know what people's
So-
fave emojis are.
Yeah, I don't know if you're listening. Go check your Facebook profile and see if
Yeah,
you have a
that is
random
odd.
question asked to you.
Mike has pineapple on pizza. I'm going to say yes.
I don't get it. I'm like I said, I'm kind of afraid for what it's going to ask next. I don't know. So the next one, actually, my wife saw this. This is on the Morton Knights Problems and Solutions page.
I missed this one. How did I miss this?
It just says, "Emily, I need your help. Please contact me. Thanks." Who's Emily?
I don't know, but she needs help.
It almost reads like a 70s telepathy from a sci-fi movie. You know, "Do-do-do-do-do. Emily, I need your help. Please contact me. Do-do-do-do-do."
Thanks.
Kind of does, actually. Just there's better ways of going
Or
about.
someone's being held against their will and they were able to get to their Facebook.
Yeah, there's just better ways of going about contacting Emily, I think.
Yes.
Than a broad Facebook post. So hopefully Emily was able to help her. The next one says, this is back in Washington strong here. "Thanks to everyone in Washington that has captured our dogs when they gotten out. Happy to say we will be redoing our entire fence in March." Laughing face. "So until them, if my dogs get out, thanks and sorry."
Wow. They could get a job in journalism.
I think I found who's writing your article. Yeah.
Could be.
Gosh, yeah. There's outside of the grammar and me being feeling dyslexic, trying to read this. It's like, thank you to everyone in Washington that has captured our dogs. Well, was the whole town corralling your dogs for you?
And they captured them.
I have a big net gun I run around with. Just shoots captures.
There's that guy's dogs again. I better
Go capture them.
Shooting them.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Okay, if you know your fence is a problem, maybe you should do something about it, other than let the town capture your dogs for you.
Keep them tied up.
Yeah,
until you get
that's
the
a
fence fixed.
Novel concept.
It can happen once or twice. You know, like, okay, I get it. If it happens and you're trying to figure it out, well, okay. But multiple times?
Yeah. I like the preemptive, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The things, it's like, come on. He's already admitting it's going to happen again. It's like, sheesh. Like Doug said, you get one.
You get one.
After that, it's like, come on. The next post says,
The next one, this is something that you would never see circa 2004. I mean, growing up, I never would have heard. I never knew this
I've
was
never
a
heard
thing.
of this before.
So, sorry.
no,
go ahead,
as
Mike.
somebody
I
says, anyone Okay, it's not even a question. It's a exclamation point statement. It says, anyone have a diabetic dog?
Exclamation, yes.
They're all going to be on Ozempic.
Ozempic. And he asked for the dog. It's like,
Are they
anyone
wanting some
have a
insulin, or what's the reason for the question?
well, I don't know. There was never an elaboration. I went to the comments and there was never any reasoning given.
No explanation.
No. So, I don't know. There's diabetic dogs out there, apparently.
Yeah, and it's not, like you said, it's not a question,
It's a statement.
but it says anyone, so it's confusing.
My
I don't
dog
know.
keeps eating Reese's peanut butter cups.
Maybe-
I can't make him stop.
Maybe.
Maybe this question was supposed to be on their little profile picture,
Maybe
but it just
was.
got out.
That's very possible.
Oh, all right. So the next one, we're still in Washington. So they have a question that says, is there a good restaurant in Bloomington to have steaks?
And that's a town about 30 miles away.
Yes.
I'm sure there are.
I'm glad there's not an exclamation point at the end, though, to make it a statement.
It's just like, there's a thing called Google.
Yes. Yelp,
I don't know.
You can go and it'll rate the restaurants. People put how many stars it is.
Yeah, the thing that got me is Bloomington's like an hour away. Like, depending on where you go.
Where you go,
from
yeah,
Washington.
what part, yeah.
It's like, we're in Washington, guys. Come on.
Was the next one, is it done by the same person? Because it's the same background.
It was not, but
They picked the same background?
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't a random emoji, like an avatar background.
Yeah.
If any of them needed an emoji, this would be the one.
Yes.
It says, does anyone happen to have a sword and shield I can borrow?
It's happening. I happen to have one. Oh, I had to take mine in to get sharpened and
Mine's
the
at-
dents
Mine's at
came
the
down.
blacksmith.
Yeah, he's fixing it up for me. My last conflict.
Please PM me.
I love that. PM. Don't put it on a comment. This is
Yeah.
this is a secret, super secret
Yeah.
thing. A shield and sword.
Well, I know.
You messed I have a gun. No, I want a shield and sword. I didn't ask for a gun.
Yeah. And I like how nobody in Washington could help him out. They can at least go to the Love's travel stop and they can hook him up on
Oh, they
Love's.
could.
Yes, they could. Maybe he's getting ready to go on a quest.
Yes. He seeks the Holy Grail.
Yeah. So I don't know. I hope they found their sword and shield. So this next one, preface this one. I agree with their complaint, but I don't like about how they went about it. So it says, is there any way to complain and get those people selling an alternative to Ameren out of Walmart? I have social anxiety and have enough sensory issues going into Walmart.
Well, Mary.
But
It's like a
enjoy-
Hail Mary, but different.
But I enjoy getting out of the house and would prefer not to be confronted with sales every time I try to shop.
Now, Ameren is a local utility company.
Yes, the local
in this
power
area.
company. Uh-huh.
Yep. And to this person's point, every time you go into Walmart, at the front door is the Girl Scouts. In about 200 feet into the store in the main aisle, there's the telephone people. Past them is, yes, the energy people. Past them is the solar people.
Costco usually has a person or
Costco's-
two as well.
Costco's pretty bad with that kind of stuff. It's just like,
Yeah, I don't like it either. I go in there and they're like,
I get
you
their
ever
point.
thought about saving money on your Ameren
Yes. Bye.
Who wouldn't want to save money on their Ameren bill? It's like that. Okay, yes, that annoys me. And this person has a good point. But it's like, okay, if you don't want to be confronted with sales when you're shopping is sale. I mean, sales and shopping go hand in
They
hand.
do. But I
Granted-
agree with them. I don't want these people there.
Yes, I say, granted, maybe not in this fashion always
Yes.
per se, but it's like, okay, come on. If you have sensory issues going to Walmart, or if you have
That's a whole nother
anxiety
thing.
issues, you don't go to Walmart. Go
Yes.
somewhere else. Literally anywhere else. Walmart only makes it worse.
Yeah, especially your guys is over there. I think they could
Oh,
come
it's
to
bad.
Morton. Ours is tame compared to your guys'.
Ours is, I don't know what goes on in ours, but it is not. There are cop cars out front all the time. It's,
Oh, ours just lets the people go. They don't even try. My wife works with a guy who volunteers at the library, whether that says, yeah, somebody comes in, they just walk out. They don't even try. They don't try to stop them.
Why even have loss prevention?
I don't know if they do anymore.
maybe
I
they
don't know. I think it's just like, take it.
no. This next one says, for sale in Morton, Illinois. Son is selling his Bluetooth speaker he got for Christmas. He would rather have cash. Used 3 times. Pick up in Washington. This is for sale in Morton.
Why is he
Take
got
him
over? I
west-
mean, we're 10, 15 miles from you guys.
I don't know. It's like he would rather have cash. Come on, man. You got a nice used 3 times. He turned it on 3 times, played music
Yeah.
three songs. and
Original
he's done.
price was $100, but I charged myself $5 a time. Used it 3 times. It's $85.
I'm gonna have to take that speaker for a test run before I can buy
Hey,
it.
it is a JBL. It's a nice speaker,
Oh,
but
my wife actually has the same speaker. For that price, it's actually pretty good.
yeah,
Would rather have cash. Jeez Louise.
wouldn't we all?
Ungrateful little punk.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
next one, we get into some of the pages that.
Yeah, because it is his son, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that the first time. Yeah, he's selling it for his son.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is weird.
Well,
What, the next one?
So I'll preface this one too. I get a lot of the same weird pages suggested to me over and over again. A lot of things with threatening auras and unusual places. So this one is the page hot dogs in unusual places. And I don't know if you know what a scrub daddy is, but it's like a dish sponge with
It was
a
on
smiley
Shark
face.
Tank a number of years ago.
Actually, I think it's the top selling product of all time on Shark Tank. I think.
Yeah, kind of a gear-looking sponge with eyes in a
With
mouth.
a smiley face.
Yeah.
It's a scrub daddy. So the hot dog in the unusual place here is the glizzy hanging out of the scrub daddy's mouth on the side of the sink.
Yeah. Odd.
I would say it's an unusual place.
Yes.
So the post, it's valid. It's a
Could
valid
could
post.
be smoking a cigar.
I'll say,
could be
we'll
doing
say it
something
looks
else.
like a cigar.
Could be anything. It could be several different things. We don't know.
For when you're doing the dishes and that craving for a hot dog just really hits you. You can.
You know, I'm waiting to go to Mike's page on Facebook and have the little thought bubble say, "Do you like hot dogs in unusual places? Yes or no?"
What's the most unusual place for a hot dog?
Please comment below. It's like, Mike will be like, "What is going on?" Just burn your phone. I don't know. It's gone. I burned it.
Oh my gosh. So the next one is birds with threatening auras. I like this one too. So there's a picture of a penguin what looks to be wielding a knife.
Like a road sign, like
Yes.
a warning, like the deer crossing or
At
something.
night.
Yes.
Below that it says yes at night. So penguins wielding knives at night on this particular chunk of road.
So you're safe in the daytime
Yeah.
Hopefully.
because the penguins only come
Well,
out
the
at night.
ne'er-do-well penguins come out at night.
Yeah, with the knives.
The punk penguins, the gang penguins.
You can get shivved by a penguin.
The caption says, I'm very disappointed in that 15 years of living on this coast, I have never, ever been accosted by knife-wielding penguins. I would say, not that I want to be, but like I kind of want to be accosted by a knife-wielding penguin.
At least see one.
Yeah, they're typically not that fast.
Just once. I mean, I don't want to be like
I like
ganged
to
up
watch
on.
him waddle after my car with the knife, trying to stab it as I go by. I would like that.
Now the question is, what do you think that would really be?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to look and see what it is.
I mean, that's almost all it can be.
Because it's just a little sliver. Is it supposed
Yeah,
to
it's
be
like a shadow, like you'd see a regular road sign,
I don't
outline
know.
of a penguin shaded in.
Granted, I think somebody may have photoshopped the knife onto the sign in the picture.
Oh, could
maybe,
be.
but the penguins at night maybe makes sense, but the penguins with knives at night, I don't know. That's my guess. Either way, it was worth a try.
Oh, so it's a penguin crossing
At night.
Yes.
at night. Only at night.
At night.
They don't come out in the daytime.
So Doug will like this next one.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is terrible.
I had
What
to,
kind of spawn of demon is this thing? This is awful.
I had to put this in there for Doug.
Why are you getting stuff from the city of Warren, Pennsylvania?
I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm assuming they're looking for an exorcist to come and exorcise this baby doll. Is that what we're doing?
No, they're selling them.
Oh, selling it. Oh my god!
It has actual human hair.
Oh well, that makes it better. I bet it did it after it killed the person. It took their hair.
Thanks to the generous donations from local funeral homes.
Oh, this is so awful. The Senior Crochet Club
Sorry, Mike,
and
I'm
the
stepping
Senior
on
Center
your
will be
story.
selling handmade dolls at this year's Christmas parade. I will double the price for you not to make any more dolls.
It says if you would like to pre-order a doll, So they're planning on people dying. So you get pre-order. So when this person dies, I'd like their
I
hair.
want some dead person's hair.
What it
I
says.
would rather fly back from India with a dead person next to me than to have one of these dolls. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, the generous
Holy
donations from local
smokes.
funeral homes. Generous donations. Does the family have to sign off on that, or
Are
can
you an
they
organ
just?
donor? No, but I am donating
I'm a
my
hair donor.
Oh my god.
This is terrible.
Okay, so
Those eyes
We
look
need
a little
some more
too real
brunettes.
for
Go
me,
out and
too.
kill-
I'm a little worried about the eyes.
Yeah, they're puffy too.
Yes.
We need
next-
another brunette. Go out and kill someone.
the next two posts or comments on that, I just wanted to include these.
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to put these in there. So some of them say, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and let's not make any voodoo dolls. Let's leave this idea alone." Somebody says, "Why do I actually want
I like
one?"
that one. Why do I actually
I
want
like the
one?
next one.
Yeah. Does it come with the curse, or do you have to purchase that separately? Oh,
It took your soul and then your hair. Like, this is terrible.
the final on this first page it says, "I'd definitely take one. My daughter has always been petrified of dolls. She's 21 now, so instead of Elf on the Shelf, I do Doll in the Hall."
It is scary. It's spooky. This
I
is
said dolls
awful.
in various places.
Yeah. Dolls in a, yeah. The other page says, "I'd buy this kid for someone's kid I can't really stand." New from Mattel, Rosemary's Baby.
I like that one.
It looks like that grandpa that ate paint. It's the Chucky prequel. So yeah, some of those
It's
comments are
scarier
just-
than Chucky.
It's pretty creepy.
man, yeah, that was. I'm sore now. That was a good laugh. Okay, let me get back on it. So the next one was I get ads a lot for Display, which I've looked at some of their stuff before. Basically, what it is, it's like art in a metal, like it's a metal plate that you can like hang up on a on your wall, and it's got like a kind of a magnet, so you can just pop one off and put it on the other.
Go ahead. I'll tell you something
Okay.
when you're done.
So I looked at some of the Display like things that they were selling, and there was one that caught my eye. It's called Judgmental Duck metal poster, and it's like a fat duck looking down on you, and the caption on the poster just says "pathetic." Judgmental.
It's very weird looking.
Judgmental duck.
I'm glad you explained that because this says it has a picture of that big fat duck looking down at you, and it says pathetic. It says Judgmental Duck metal poster. I thought there was a metal band called Judgmental Duck.
That would be a good
And this
one.
is like an album cover. I'm like, pathetic. I'm like,
From their
I've never
latest
heard of
album,
them.
Pathetic.
I really thought that. I'm trying to read like, wow, Judgmental Duck. I would go listen to them.
I honestly, I might like that band.
Our new album, Pathetic.
Yes.
Oh, I did think that. Oh, I'm glad
That's
you explained
awesome.
it.
I think I might have to start a band now. So this next one was from Valentine's Day, so it's a little bit back. But this is from the Minnesota Zoo. It says, "Valentine's Day is a week away. This year, let them know you're thinking of them when you name a bug after someone you love or someone that just bugs you. Make a $15 donation to the Minnesota Zoo Foundation by midnight on the 14th to name a bug in someone's honor and help feed Minnesota zoo animals."
That's an
Nothing
expensive bug.
Nothing says, "Hey, honey, I love you." Like I spent $15 to
Yeah.
name a bug,
I named this bug Lori.
and he got eaten by the local aardvark at the zoo. It's like,
I've heard them doing this for like exes, ex-wives, ex-husbands, stuff like that. But a loved one, I don't think my wife would appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I don't. That's a weird gift.
I'll have to try that next year and see how that goes.
Yeah,
I don't even think Greg would do that. You gave some bad
yeah. I'm
gifts.
a bad gift giver.
But I don't
but-
think even you would do this one.
Hey, can you spray paint the bug red?
Can you put Lori on the bug?
Yeah, put the name on. All
So
right.
much fun. So the next post is just weird
I
too.
seen this.
Oh, this is gross.
So this popped up on my feed again. I take the screenshot to show that it says follow, just so I can prove I don't follow these pages. It just pops up for me. But this one is from the Tech Explorist. It says, "Scientists have discovered that cockroach milk produced by the unique species, I can't even say that, is 4 times more
Diplodocus?
nutritious than cow's milk. This milk contains protein crystals rich in essential amino acids and energy-dense nutrients, making it a potential food source for the future. No, I'm not drinking cockroach milk. And nothing you put on Facebook is going to make me drink cockroach
Boy,
milk.
their little udders are hard to get to, I bet.
You have teeny hands to get to it.
How do you milk a cockroach? I mean,
I don't know.
What are
Either
we-
it's a huge cockroach.
what are we doing at this point? I mean, like, why are we even
That
doing
sounds like
this?
some derogatory saying. Yeah, Mike's going to milk a cockroach.
It's like pulling wings off a fly kind of a thing. It's like,
I'm
what?
going to say, next time somebody misses the podcast, he's milking the cockroach.
That dairy farm would be much smaller than the cow one. All these little machines just
It's
hooked
a
up
little-
to them.
Yeah, it's like a little garden shed.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's the dairy farm.
I feel like you'd have to have teeny tiny ranchers to help, corral them
Little
around.
ranchers going around.
Going on the big cockroach drive.
Gotta go out and milk the cockroaches.
Ugh.
Kind of like the ones that drove the chuck wagon out of the dogs, out of the cabinet for the dog.
Yeah.
I love that little chuck wagon.
I did too.
Well, I'm not. I'm doing it. I'm not drinking the cockroach milk.
I'm
saying
not
it
either.
now.
Me either. Not doing it.
The next. This was an ad called Spark Paws. It says reduce your dog's anxiety.
That
Sweater
looks like
sale.
it'll give them anxiety.
What? The dog looks like he's freaked out, doesn't he? He does not look like he's real calm. Sorry, Mike.
No,
go
I was
ahead.
gonna say the picture says sweater weather sale up to 40% off. Keep your dog warm and cozy. The dog is a little pug-looking dog. He's got a sweater on, sort of, except they positioned him so it's like you're just looking at his butt. It's like, come on.
Well, I've
guys.
never seen a sweater where it's got like 4. I guess for a dog, I don't know if they're legs or arms. Or do dogs have legs or arms?
legs.
I would think legs.
Legs.
I would call
4
them
legs.
legs.
Reduce your dog's anxiety.
It looks like hoodie or pajama material.
That's kind of what I think too.
This
and the
little
poor dog's just looking at the camera like, what are you doing?
I descended from wolves, right?
Well, maybe not this pug.
Well, if you go back far enough, at some point, the wolf came close to the fire to get warm, and they started feeding, domesticated, and now
Yeah, the
this.
look on this guy's face. He just, I was waiting for the word pathetic above him.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Pathetic dog.
judgmental duck is going to make a song out of that pug.
Oh, so anyway, that was the last one.
That was it, huh?
Wow.
All right. You guys got anything else, or is
I
that
don't think so.
all right?
You can always count on Facebook.
You
for some
can always
shenanigans.
count on Facebook. Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you have had or will have a happy St. Patrick's Day and a great week. Relax, take in a deep breath. It's going to be okay. And we hope you're tuning in in 7 days. But until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.